Okay, so what do the Rolling Stones' Satisfaction, Lady Gaga's Just Dance, and the Beatles' Yesterday all have in common? They were all written in under an hour. Seven Nation Army came out of a sound check. Single Ladies was written faster than it would take you to learn the dance moves. Spending too long on the getting ready part can kill great ideas. Getting ready is meant to be the fun bit, but the more time we have to get ready, the more disastrous it usually becomes. The best nights out were the ones where we didn't have to get ready. We didn't even think we were going out. We were just popping out. And you can apply this getting ready science to anything you want to start, and here's why. Start before you're ready, because what you expect to go wrong won't go wrong. We humans are innately pessimistic. We make up a bad ending when we don't know what will happen, and we see problems where they don't exist. We have a negativity bias, where we tend to zero in on the crappy things and ignore the good things. Sports psychologists have long known that the main cause of athletes choking under pressure is overthinking. There comes a time to rely on your knowledge and training and step out on the court to play the game as it unfolds. Stress is most commonly caused by what-ifing or catastrophizing over something unlikely to happen. I'm always convinced that I'll crash and burn at any public speaking event that I do, but it always turns out fine. To try and combat stress, you can ask yourself, why are you so confident that it's not going to go well? Is there an equally plausible explanation? For example, might it go well? Is it just as likely that things will be okay? And if not, where's the evidence? Start before you're ready, because it can keep you very focused. Carl Pilkington said, "You'll never get anything done by planning." Time is the most precious thing we have, and starting before you're ready can help to make sure you're using it efficiently. That you're forced to simply concentrate on the next most important thing to do without much time for procrastination. You know, whether it's a big business venture or a micro adventure that you want to embark on, starting before you're ready is likely to mean that you'll spend less money by over planning or overbuying the non-essentials. You don't need a fancy website to start a business. You don't need a GPS watch to run a marathon. And with any luck, starting before you're ready will keep you too focused to feel the fear, or at least to show it the same level of regard as you might have done in the prep phase, where the excuses and the self-doubt are free-flowing. Fear is always going to be part of it. It's common and hardly anyone is immune. There's no escaping the fact that starting something is scary. One way I attempt to conquer the fear is to acknowledge it and to try and turn my fear into excitement, because fear and excitement feel almost the same. They both make your heart beat faster. They both make your mouth dry. They both cause a rush of adrenaline. So it's possible to try and recondition your thought process to trick your mind that this horrible sensation is actually a pleasurable one. If your mind isn't easily fooled, you can try reasoning with it. So, what if you never got to start something and feel like this? How would you feel if someone now took away from you the opportunity to start this? Think about all the worthwhile outcomes. What will you gain and learn, but also how will this positively affect other people? What would you tell a friend who told you they were thinking of starting something? And if you start something and you really do hate it, you're going to find out sooner, so you can move on to something else that you want to do. You wouldn't delay starting a book in case you weren't going to enjoy it. Better just to dive in and find out. But do it because you want to, not because you feel you should. Start before you're ready, because you can start small and you can start slow. There's a Latin phrase I like, festina lente, or make haste slowly, which has been adopted as a motto by everyone from the Roman Emperor Augustus to Kikkoman soy sauce. And it's the motto alluded to in the famous hare and tortoise fable. What would be your very first step to starting? Don't worry about the rest of the staircase or what's at the top. Don't get carried away with grand visions of success or failure. Your vision of success shouldn't crush you. You can choose to define anything as success. Just starting is success. Trying new things is success. Learning is success. People can steal ideas, but they can't steal execution. So by starting, you'll be creating something you own and protecting it. And as you start, your comfort zone will shift. So gradually, you won't even notice it at first. It will get bigger and bigger. Make it as big as you can. Fill it with learnings and experiences and people and places. Keep reminding yourself of how far you've already come. If I need a bit of a confidence boost during a project, I take a pause and I write down all of the things that I've achieved so far, however small the achievements are. And sometimes we get to a point where there are only two options: asking for help or giving up. You can ask for help and you can accept help. Surround yourself with the right people with strong and supportive relationships. This is not about being a superhero. Let others lift you. And of course, the truth is that you need to start before you're ready, because you'll never really be ready. So turn this off and start something, or you might never start.